Hey everyone, it's time for eShop deals. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the games that are currently on sale on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and we pick out some of the best ones, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now this week we might only have one or two new games, but we do have a bunch of games hitting a brand new lowest ever price. But just before we jump into that, I do want to give a quick reminder for anyone that might be new here that about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away two $5 eShop gift cards. If you're wondering how you can participate in that giveaway for future weeks, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. Also, if you get to the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals out there, I'll always be linking down below last week's under $5 video as well as the latest regular eShop deals, because most of those deals are still running today and I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. Now with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into those deals. Just remember, one of the best ways to help support the channel, just hit that like button. So now our first game for today is at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is 80's Overdrive. That is now 80% off, dropping it to only $1.99 and will be running till June 10th. Now 80's Overdrive is a 2D pixel art racing game done in the style of games like Top Gear and Outrun. And it really offers you some simple yet fun arcade style racing. Now it might not have the hugest selection of cars and an upgrade system that is pretty simplistic, but nonetheless, at only $2, I do really find that there's a lot to love here. Personally, there's just something so fun and nostalgic about those 2D racing games that I love to boot up and play from time to time. On top of it, the synthwave soundtrack here does a really good job of keeping you in the game. Now at its full price of $10, I would say there are some better choices out there on the eShop. However, today at 80% off for only $1.99, in my opinion, this is an amazing pickup. Now our next game is another one hitting a brand new lowest ever price, and that is SuperEpic The Entertainment War, now 88% off, dropping to only $1.99, and this one will be running all the way till June 23rd. Now this game is a 2D action Metroidvania, and you play as a raccoon on the back of his trusty llama steed trying to take down a corporation filled with greedy pigs. Now in the case of SuperEpic, not only is the gameplay tons of fun, but the storyline is actually very comedic and the overall situation is just amazing. Because the evil corporation that you're fighting against in the future has taken over the video game industry and only sells free pay-to-win games. And now it's your job to take down this corporation and save video games. I honestly think that this is an underrated Metroidvania on the Nintendo Switch, and I actually can't believe we can now pick it up for only $2. I mean, personally, this is a game that I would have easily said is worth its full price of $17.99. But you know what? I'm never going to argue with a deal, so picking this game up right now at this low price is just a great deal. So now our next game, yet again, is one that's at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is Dwarf Journey. That is now 68% off, dropping it to $2.49, and will be running till June 17th. So this time around, we've got a 2D action roguelite. But I think what I really like about Dwarf Journey is it's a roguelite that is also very approachable for anyone who would be new to the genre as well as veterans. Now this roguelite does offer a level of challenge, however on the scale of roguelites out there, this one definitely isn't at the top. It also offers a very interesting mechanic that really helps push the gameplay forward, wherein once you actually reach a boss, he is automatically visible on the map during your next playthrough. This is a great option for someone who is new to the genre and really wants to take a second crack at that boss as soon as possible. Also, although the pixel work and music here is pretty simple, I actually really enjoyed it. And I was really surprised to see that this game had a regular sale price of only $7.99, which was already a very good offering. So if you're looking to scratch that itch and try out your first ever roguelite, or if you're a veteran of the genre that wants a more laid back experience, I really do think at $2.49, this can be an excellent pickup. Now for our next game, I am cheating a little bit because I mentioned this in the regular eShop deals, but the deal is so good I just had to re-mention it here, and that is Panzer Dragoon Remake. That is 90% off, dropping the price to only $2.49, a brand new low, and will be running till June 16th. Now, first of all, I said it in the previous video, but I actually played this game on stream. I'll be linking that down below if you want to take a look. But basically, at $2.49, this is an on-the-rails shooter where you're flying on the back of a dragon, trying to shoot down all the enemies coming at you. And growing up, this was one of my favorite overall arcade experiences. I could play this game over and over again, always trying to beat my high score. As I mentioned last time, although they took some liberties with the controls, if we're talking about the level designs and also the overall gameplay, everything is very honest to the original. The graphics, however, have definitely been upscaled and remade, and everything is really at an awesome level. Now, I came very close to making this game my pick of the week in this video again. That's how much I love this game, and trust me, at $2.49, I almost think everyone should give this one a shot. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Reasonable Agnostic, who said, "Ukulele and Dragon's Dogma, please." And yes, I do agree that those were two of the best picks in the latest eShop deals video, and I hope you had a chance to pick them up. You can always let me know once again in the comments down below. And our second winner for today is Jose Castro, who said, "Great video, Maple, all must play games." Well, thank you so much for the compliment, Jose, and I really do try to do my best in each and every video. So all you need to do now to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next one will be on Slain Back from Hell. That's at a brand new lowest ever price of 85% off, dropping it to only $2.99, and will be running till June 9th. Now, this game is a 2D action platformer. However, I will start out with the warning right away. It is extremely challenging. I also do want to mention that the graphics throughout this game can get actually pretty gory. They're inspired by Castlevania, but they push it to a new level of goriness. But if the difficulty level and that goriness doesn't put you off, well then visually you've got a great experience here nonetheless. And not only that, it's backed up by a quite amazing heavy metal inspired soundtrack. Now I'm going to give the same warning as I gave earlier this week for Valfaris, because separately both these games are hitting new lowest ever prices, but there is sometimes a bundle with both games included that does go on sale. So it is possible that the next time we see that bundle on sale, it will also hit a new lowest ever price. So just in case you have an interest in both games, you might want to wait a bit and see how that works out. But nonetheless, at $3, this one remains a great option. Our next game is going to be Knights and Guns, however the extended edition that is now 81% off, dropping the price to $2.99, and this one will be running till June 20th. Now Knights and Guns is a single player or co-op arcade style top-down shooter. Now we have seen this game on the series before, however this is the extended edition, and at only 50 cents more you actually get the first DLC pack here. And overall, visually, soundtrack-wise, gameplay-wise, this is an amazing arcade-like experience. Now, I will say that the most fun to be had in this game here is really if you have a partner to play in co-op mode with, but even in single player, it can be a very nice experience. And if you played and liked games in the past like Bug Butcher, well then Knights and Guns will be right up your alley. So at a brand new lowest ever price for this extended edition, only $2.99, this is truly another great pickup. Now, our next game for today is actually a brand new one to the series and also a brand new one for the Switch, and that is Jade Order, that is now at 30% off, dropping its price to $4.89 and will be running till June 8th. Now, although it can be a little bit tricky to tell by its appearance, Jade Order is primarily, in my opinion, a puzzle game. Now, as you get into the game, there will be some action elements mixed in, but what really dominates is, as I said earlier, the puzzle elements. Now, each level here will be set up in a grid of varying shapes, and each time you move, one of your enemies will move. Figuring out their movement patterns is how you solve each level. Now, you'll be acquiring different abilities throughout the game, and using the sparks that you have to collect, it will give you the advantage. Now, the huge draw of the game here is not only solving each level, but finding the quickest way to do so. And that's where I think the most fun will be had with Jade Order, and why it resembles very much a puzzle game. Because this one isn't depending on your reflexes, it's really depending on your ability to predict the movements. But overall, although I'm still not done with this game, it is one that I'm having a ton of fun with. And already at $7, it was a very good price for this game, so right now at $4.89, it's just even easier to suggest. Now next on today's list, we don't have one game, but we have a couple of games, because both Shantae and Shantae Risky's Revenge are both 50% off, dropping them to a brand new low of $4.99 and will be running till June 17th. On top of it, both these games are going to be my picks of the week. Now if you're unfamiliar with the Shantae series, these are basically 2D side-scrolling Metroidvanias. And if we're talking about the original Shantae, we're talking about a game that dates all the way back to the Game Boy Color. Although it was a late release in that console's life, it was actually one of the best games to release on it. Now in the case of Shantae Risky's Revenge, this was rather some DSiWare that was released in 2010. But don't be mistaken by the cutesy graphics, these are some really well-built Metroidvanias with some great gameplay and an actually pretty interesting storyline behind it. Now obviously, in my opinion, both graphically and in level designs, Risky's Revenge is going to be the better of the two experiences here. However, the original Shantae is such a classic game that once you play through Risky's Revenge, I'm sure you're going to want to work your way back. And once again, I've said it often today, but even at their full prices of $10, both these games were steals for the overall experience they delivered. So today, getting them at 50% off for $4.99 is yet again an amazing deal, and that's why both these games, either one, are my picks of the week. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with a ton of other great games to consider. That's pretty much it for today's under $5 eShop deals video. Now I want to hear from all of you. Let me know down below in the comments what games you're picking up for this week. Also, before we go, I really have to give a quick shout out to my channel supporters because their monthly support is just so appreciated. And you can check out all their names at the end of the video and any information on joining up down below in the description. And just don't forget, on the way out, if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.